Good morning. Good morning. It's good to see you. Having a little bit of a walk and talk today. I haven't been up to the northern end of Palolem's main road, so I thought I'd take a bit of a look. And I wanted to have a chat about a couple of topics in relation to Indian society, and I have to be a little bit careful broaching this subject because I don't want it to seem, I don't know, judgmental or weighted with criticism. I think one of the biggest attributes, or one of the best attributes a traveller can have, is the ability to adapt, whether it be getting used to the 4:30 a.m. call to prayer in the morning or in Indonesia, or getting into a scuffle lining up for a train ticket in Delhi. The other day I was on a scooter just out in Chowdy, I think it was, and coming down one of the main roads, a man had parked his car opposite a shop, and he'd parked it in such a fashion that it took up half of the road almost, or a third of the road. This caused a huge amount of inconvenience to hundreds of people who were coming past at school time. There were a couple of buses and cars and obviously many motorbikes. The thing is, there was a perfectly good place to park the car. There was a space not far, maybe 20 metres away, that he could have parked the car and not inconvenience so many people. He wanted to park his car as close to the shop as possible, which served him best. And it sort of highlighted something I notice a little bit, is that people will serve themselves, not all people, I don't want to generalise, but some people I noticed here will serve themselves before everyone else. Now, I'm not sure whether that's a thing of entitlement. I'm not sure whether it comes from pure convenience, and that's as simple as it is. It wasn't raining or anything, and it was a bit confusing to me because it was a huge inconvenience for everyone using that road. There was traffic jams and buses struggled to get past it just because of this one man, sort of in the way he parked his car on the road. And I don't understand whether this man's fully aware that this is going to inconvenience a lot of people, or he's oblivious to it and he's just ignorant to the fact that it does. I find it difficult for him not to understand that, you know, it's inconvenienced a lot of people because it's apparent before your very eyes of what's going on. And I've seen this occur, this type of thing occur quite often. I was on a plane recently, and there was a man who was on his phone, and the cabin crew were coming through asking people to turn off their phones. We all know it's part of the process. The cabin lady went up to the man and asked, "Sir, can you turn your phone off?" The man didn't even acknowledge her. He just kept continuing to use his phone. She asked him several times. A second cabin staff member came up and also stood next to this lady and asked him as well, "Sir, can you please turn off his phone?" The man wasn't going to do it. It took a man sitting next to me to turn around and look over the seat and in a very aggressive manner tell this man to turn off his phone. When the plane got in, people started getting up and getting their luggage before we'd even, you know, sort of just turned off the main runway, with cabin staff asking them not to get out of their seat, yelling at them to sit down, sit down. It didn't matter. It just didn't matter. And I don't get this. I don't understand. I don't know whether it's, in that case, it's something to do with authority. Somebody's rejecting the authority of the cabin crew. But, you know, it inconveniences people and is completely self-serving with little regard or respect to anyone else. The examples go on. I was, lining up at a shop and had my goods in hand. There was two people in front of me, and I stood there. And it doesn't worry me. I've got plenty of time, but loads of people just pushed in front of me, and I'm not a feet or 2 feet away from the ones in front of me. I'm pretty close, and they would elbow their way in front of me when it's fully obvious I'm there waiting to be served. Now, I'm not criticising, I'm not making a judgment. I just simply want to understand what's going on here. Is it because, I don't know, with so many people in India. Good morning, madam, how are you? With so many people in India and growing up, there's so much competition. Wherever you go for a long time, there's been so much competition to do anything that it's now just a cultural thing. This is just how you survive. This is how you sort of get through your day. You're always going to be you know, bumping shoulders with people because that's how we move, you know. It's a little confusing to me when things don't have to be like that. Things will often operate a lot smoothly. Things will operate a lot smoother if people just waited in line and let the process take care of itself. But yeah, it's a bit confusing to me. I've come to the northern end of Palolem's main road, and I think this is where it looks like they store the tourist boats in the off season or in the monsoon. It looks like there's a couple of fishermen there too with nets as well. I imagine it'd be quite a torrid affair out there fishing at this time of the year with the swells and the waves. And it's actually the beginning of the backwaters, is it? There's a bit of water over there. They're quite big boats, aren't they? They remind me of the surf life-saving boats in Australia, actually, by their design. Let's see if we can have a closer look at the water. I'm now down in amongst the mangroves, and you'll see the fishermen out there, I guess, fixing their nets and attending to the nets. Maybe they've just come in. I'm assuming they go out early in the morning like most other fishermen. I saw that dog fully submerged, with his head fully submerged in the water. He's a good fisherman's dog, used to it. Morning. This is obviously a ramp that they bring their boats up onto. I wonder how far this track goes. Another thing I've noticed, and you know, I don't want to generalize here, I just want to establish that if I can. I'm not saying it's all Indian people I've met. I don't want to cast a blanket over absolutely everyone. But another thing I notice when I get into some deeper conversations off camera, and they go into sort of political, religious, philosophical areas, and you know, it doesn't make for great viewing because it takes some time to get the ideas out when you're having those sorts of discussions. But I do find some people that I've spoken to here, they're so unmoving with their ideas. You can present a logical, reasonable argument and show them where they're perhaps not correct in their assumptions, or their how they've defined something, or their opinion on it, and it doesn't matter. It's discarded out of hand. It's not even that you want them to adopt it. You just sort of asking the question, begging the question for them to have a look at it from a different perspective, or have a look at it from a different angle. Good morning, sir. How are you?
Hi, sir.
What's happening today?
Yeah, fish.
Fish?
Yeah. Siga.
Siga?
Yeah.
Yeah? Oh, thank you. So you might present some evidence or something, and it's not that you expect them to then adopt your opinion or whatever. They won't even look at it. There's not a pursuit for further understanding. It seems to me it's just they want to reinforce their own belief, whether it be whatever topic, you know. So I find that sometimes when I have these discussions with Indians, they're completely blinkered or unmoving in their opinions, and not just that, completely unwilling to explore or understand the subject further. I'm not suggesting that my opinion was right. All I'm suggesting is that, you know, perhaps look at this and see if that affects your ideas on a subject or a topic. They won't even, you know, not even interested in looking at an alternative opinion. Looks like I've come across the local fisherman. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
How are you? Fine.
Oh, fishing today. There's a lot of fish there.
Yeah.
So many, huh? How many kilo today?
This is ton, not kilo, ton.
Ton? Ton? No. Prawns as well?
Yeah, well, good fish.
Uh-huh. How many hours? Long time?
Yeah, no, only for 6 hours. 6 o'clock.
6 hours, yeah?
No. Time 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock this morning, okay. How much if I want to buy one of these boats? Is it very expensive or not so expensive?
10 to 12 lakhs.
10 to 12 lakhs. Okay, okay. Oh, it's quite expensive. And
Motor all.
oh, with the motor also, yeah. Very interesting. Okay, gentlemen, have a good day. Yeah. See you. I think that's probably it. There's a smaller path that goes further north, but I think we're just heading into the brush there. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Fine.
Everyone okay? The truck and the loaders coming up, trying to get through. Hello, sir. Hi. Hello. Hello, sir. How are you? Coming to pick up the catch, I think.
Hello.
Oh. And they're trying to avoid this this muddy hill. I can see myself getting in the way here because the road's not that wide, so we might just get off the track a bit and let this guy come through. I actually think we've got time to slip by him on his side. He's going to be going forward and back a little bit, I think. Yeah. Famous last words. We'll try not to fall off this hill and into the water.
Mukaros.
It seemed like the truck just sort of slid sideways off the track there, and I think that's what they were concerned about. It's try and get across here. I didn't put my shoes on today because I'm sick of walking around in wet shoes. Hello, how are you?
Hello.
I'm sick of walking around in... Hello, sir, how are you? Everything okay? What are you eating? What is this you're eating? Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, my feet started, the skin started. Hello, sir, how are you?
How are you?
Very good. I like your bike. It's very nice.
Bike.
Yeah? How long you had this bike? A long time?
A long time.
Okay. See you. It's a busy time in the morning. Busy time in the morning. Yeah, walking around in shoes and socks that are always wet, and my skin started to peel a little bit because it's constantly wet. So I'm not roughing it today. It's just a slow amble in the Havanas or Havianas. I've never been able to say that correctly. So yeah, again, can I just reiterate, I'm not criticizing, I'm not making judgments. I understand you have to adapt to these things. I really just do want to understand though how it's got to the point where some people, not all people, some people in India are very, hey guys, how are you? How some people in India are completely self-absorbed in getting what they want at the inconvenience, the tremendous inconvenience of other people. I've noticed a significant shift in the last couple of days in relation to the weather. It's probably more humid now than I've found it anywhere. I don't know whether it's me or it has shifted a little bit, but yeah, last night was really humid, this morning's really humid. One thing I've learned over the years is when it gets a bit too hot or it gets a bit too humid, you just slow the pace of the walking down to a crawl, and that helps a little bit. I might get some water. I left without some water this morning. Do you have water, madam? Do you have water?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's possible. Just a small bottle, if that's possible, please.
Yeah.
How is business?
Good.
Good? How long have you had your business?
4 years.
4 years. Oh, it's a little bit new, yeah?
Yeah.
How much is the...
20.
20? For a little one?
Yeah. Sorry, this one 10.
It's okay, no problem. Thank you so much. And I guess while we're talking about it, I guess we have to mention civic responsibilities and civic duties, you know, people just throwing trash on the ground and not giving it any second thought. It's kind of like, it sort of segues into another aspect of some of the conversations that I have. I notice Indians sometimes, and once again, I'm generalising here. It's not everyone, okay? I know I'm going to come in for it on this one, I'm sure. But you know, it's something I want to talk about. It's something I want to understand. You might suggest I'm naive, and that's very, very likely because I am often. One of the other things I've noticed when talking with some Indians is that they will play the victim. They will not play the victim. They will deflect any of the issues onto other people. Invariably, the government. It's the government's problem that there's so much rubbish. They don't collect it. Yet this same person's throwing the rubbish on the ground. But it's the government's problem for not sorting it out. I noticed there's a lot of blame that goes on. There's a tremendous amount of blame and not a lot of personal responsibility. And you know, I don't know why. These are the questions. This is why I'm asking the questions. I want to understand why people, feel quite entitled at times, and at other times they lay the blame game and play the victim. It's not their fault. It's always someone else's fault. Not because I'm judging and not because I'm criticising. I just want to understand. Good day, sir. How are you? I was wondering how much to trim my beard, just to trim.
150 rupees.
Sorry?
150.
150. All right, I will have a trim. I was very surprised to see so many respond to my poll on whether I should keep my beard or not. I expected perhaps a few of the regulars to make a comment, but yeah, thanks for the many votes on that. So I'm going to meet it halfway. I'm not going to take it off, and I'm not going to grow it longer. I'm just going to have a bit of a trim. It's okay to you okay to talk on there? What is your good name, sir?
Adil.
Adil. Thank you, Adil. So I just want to keep a little bit of a square shape. Same like this, but just thin it, yeah, make it thinner. Just a little bit, yeah? Not so much. And see how it's a little bit wide here? Just bring it down, yeah? Is this your business?
Yes.
Yeah?
Little bit.
How long have you been here?
20 years.
20 years?
Yes.
Oh my goodness, sir.
Old.
You must have been you must have been a very young man when you started, yeah? Yeah, it's okay for YouTube, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I need to hold, yeah? Sorry, yeah? And you are Goan, sir, or you from somewhere else? From where?
Delhi.
Delhi? Uh-huh. You moved here a long time ago? And if you're looking for a shave or a bit of a trim, it's Adil Barbershop. I got the feeling the people in the barbershop weren't too comfortable with having the camera there, so we always have to respect that. But it's Sunday, so there should be a number of local tourists coming down to the beach. We might have a quick look and see what's about down at Palolem. I was just speaking to 3 software engineers from Hyderabad that were down here for a few days and had a bit of a nice chat with them, and I told them I was a YouTuber. I said just a small YouTuber, and they said yeah, no worries, you can use it. I gave them my name and started off up the beach, and the first video that came up was one that had something like 250,000 views, and one of the guys came running up the beach panting and saying, excuse me sir, please don't post us on YouTube, don't post us on YouTube. If our parents know we're here, we're in big trouble. I think it's great. These overhanging coconut palms or coconut trees are really nice on this end of the beach. I like it a lot. Be a nice place to sit down and relax. Feels like I've lost half my face. And that's Palolem on a Sunday midday. It's quite nice down here today. No dogs. So my observations and queries today weren't meant to offend. I love India, and I'm always trying to present it in its most positive light. But there are things I don't understand, and those questions about some of the societal things today were out of sincere inquiry and not meant to deride or not meant to criticise or disrespect, you know. So I hope it's taken in the right vein. That's just about it for this one. As always, I hope you're well and happy in life and doing the things you want to do. We'll see you soon.